Welcome. Okay. Welcome back to My Sims 2 White Legacy Edition. And in all honesty, I was hoping to get through this episode through their senior year today. However, I'm not sure it's going to happen. Um, because they have 40 hours left still. And they'll need to remain a short time in order to get all their skills set up. So, definitely in the next part, yeah, you go ahead and do that. And I'm going to get you started on that. So go ahead. And so basically, yeah, I just think it. I mean, I could do it if we fast forwarded this day completely, and I don't think it would be terribly, horribly bad to take out one day, just because. They're probably not going to do too much on that day that affects kind of where they are happiness-wise and everything. But I think it'll just be better to go ahead and show everything this time, and then when we come back, we can be more strategic. So I could show you how the college adjuster works, and then we can decide in the third round of university which way we want to go. Or we can do a combination of both, so that we allow them to get a decent amount of skills without getting too getting too lost in the details, shall we say. So he doesn't want to do that anymore, so let's just not waste his time right now. And she's going to go to class. She might as well. Okay. She might as well eat. So I'm just going to go ahead and have her eat, because he doesn't need to eat till later today. Yeah. So I'll have her eat, because that will get her set up for no, I really don't want him to eat. Well, I guess we could. Go ahead and eat. And then he can be set up with this stuff. And go from there. Because basically when they graduate, they have 72 hours to throw a party. So what I probably am going to do is take like a couple of those hours, get them, as high as possible on their aspiration meter, and go from there. He, without getting his lifetime want, will still more than likely be able to die in platinum, because he'll get it from this bar. It's a little confusing, and it's even confusing to the game code. But essentially, when they max this out, they automatically get credit for maxing this out. Usually it takes a couple of days of adult life if you've raised them from babies, and if you've taken good care of them. Obviously, if you've fulfilled all their fears and you have not done anything they wanted to do, and they didn't get good grades, you got them the lowest grades you could get without getting them taken away, which is part of a couple of challenges, actually. What I'm thinking mostly is the Rainbow Sea, and also the Awesome Sauce Challenge, which both of those, I believe, are color the Rainbow Sea obviously is based on its name, but the Awesome Challenge I think also has a color element to it, or a lot of people put the color element. So when you have a generation called the Black generation, and you can only fulfill their fears, and you have to just have them not get along with people in the house, and you have to, in order for them to get their lifetime wish, you have to go up the opposite career ladder. It's little things like that. So, well, you do want to talk about your hobby, I guess, but I'm really not sure if she's the best person. He just keeps wanting to talk to her about everything, and I'm not sure why. Do you like her? Not really. I'm not sure why you feel that this is necessary. Like, every time he keeps trying to hang out with her, nobody else. Which I guess is okay. I just don't. Now he wants to argue. What are you about, my child? What are you about right now in my life, in your life, in our lives? What are you about? Stop it. Stop it. Just go relax on the bed until you go to class, because you're annoying me right now. Oh, he likes the brown-haired girl. Sorry about that. I just hit the microphone against the computer. Yeah, that's Rebecca. I think they flirted once when I wasn't watching, and so the lightning bolts rolled over to show how much attraction they had to each other. 2 is not bad, but I had already decided on his spouse. They're already engaged, so I'm not going back. She will offer them the most. She will offer the most genetic variety. Yeah, because we'd just be having dark hair again with her. And we might be having dark hair again with the blonde hair recessive gene. And that's kind of the cool thing about Sims 2 is that obviously the genetics started in Sims 2. But, you know, the fact that they were able to give you, and very specifically have, recessive genetics, dominant genetics. So you can have a grandchild who had the grandparents' genetics. I really think that's really cool. The system in The Sims 3 is probably the best so far, just because, as I mentioned before, The Sims 2 has a few quirks that you have to know how to get around in order to kind of make the most of it. So, and The Sims 4 is a little bit tricky. Like, I've noticed a lot of people that, you know, they've said, well, I have no recessive genetics for my people, and random hair colors, random eye colors are coming out, random skin colors are coming out of nowhere. So obviously there is probably some system for combining hair color, eye color, skin color, but I don't think it's as good as The Sims 3. And The Sims 3 is better than The Sims 2 in quite a few ways. So, and this I'll probably mention this again in my vampire video, my next vampire Sims 4 vampire video. It is coming to an end, and if my schedule remains as hectic as it is, I might just let it go. And I might just let the Sims 2 Alien Challenge go. And the Sims 3 Alien Challenge will go once we've learned all the alien powers and seen all they can do. So, if that does happen, if I do let those series kind of fade off and have a set ending, as it were, then what I might do is I might do a couple of just informational videos. So, I might do something about Sims 2 genetics. Now, please don't get the impression that I'm an expert on this. I will probably be borrowing somebody's information from LiveJournal. So I'll probably have to link to their paper below, but when I do that video. But essentially, what I'll probably do if I do this, so again, in the comments, let me know if you're interested in this at all. I'll probably go into create a sim of Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4, and I'll probably make children. I'll probably take 2 people who have very different genetics and make children and see kind of where each one is good and where each one fails and the differences between them. So yeah, I think that might be the best way to handle it. I believe she, you know, I'm going to go ahead, because she hasn't maxed it. I'm going to go ahead and let her study cleaning and just get this out of the way, and we can max it. And then when we go home, we said she'd need mechanical, so that's the next one we'll work on after this. But I want to get her this credit, and I want to get her credit before they leave. So I'm going to have to get her started on cleaning if she rolls that she wants to get a level in cleaning. Now, she might roll she wants to get a level in something else, because we have seen that happen. In which case, that's fine. We'll just have her study that and get as close as we can before they... Because we do have... I could give myself as much as one day. It would be mostly a fast-forward situation, and they would just finish what they wanted to do on their skills. So, and she's really the only one who needs skills, and honestly, mechanical... What does she roll? She wants to maximize cleaning. So I'll let her get going on that. Get a decent way up through it. Now, he's going to come back. See, once he maxes this, he's probably not going to get the want for another skill. At least not quickly. So what I'm thinking is what I'll do with him is I'll just save that for right before I make his call to send him home. And I have not done this in a while, so I can't remember if I can send them as a group. If they'll go as a group, or if they'll be individual, and I'll just have to move them back into the house from the sim bin and merge the houses. That will give them a lot of money, but that's okay, because I can change the family funds, should I need to, with a cheat. And also, we can simply just furnish the house, and it'll be gone. Because as I mentioned before, the money part in the Sims games to me doesn't... Like, I could max motive... I could, I forgot the cheat code. Motherload. I can motherload all day and not get bored at all. And I don't even like building. And that would be the only reason you would motherload. In all honesty, would be building and buying, buying items. So it really doesn't bother me. I really don't get bored with a family that has a lot of money. Now, there sometimes are ridiculous amounts when you're just like, okay, they need to spend this, or I need to just not have this money. And so The Sims 3 has a really good way of dealing with that, where you can kind of invest the money and still get some money back, but it's not like sitting there in your bank. It's more of an investment with the buying businesses. I know The Sims 2 has similar things, but obviously it's not quite the same, because you can have a home business, you would earn money, but you could also put money into it, and which there are some pros and cons to that. No. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to let him do whatever he wants right now. He is fine. Okay, so let's look. So they have about... Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to go through another full day for their... exams. Because right now we're not even at 24 hours. Excuse me. So what we'll do is we'll just power through next episode. If I have to combine videos so that I can make sure I can save, we will. So we'll do what's necessary, and I think we'll just make that a video of them getting out of college, going home. Because I'm really, really ready to see it go. In all honesty, as I've said many times, it's just not my favorite aspect of the game. I really like raising kids, and I probably wouldn't even send them if it weren't for a couple things. If I can't concentrate on getting someone a romantic partner before they go to college, it's a great opportunity to do so. You've already seen how we can use the free time to max skills that don't count against their aging. You can also build, if you have a romance sim or popularity sim, you can also take care of several of their lifetime wants here on campus. So it's really just a good way. It's really just more of an augmenting type thing. Um, just to really give you the chance to women a gaming competition. So, all right, we're going to start a competition since she wants to win one. She might as well. So that got her almost halfway into her last cleaning skill. So that's good. And we'll just let her max that, and then we'll work on... You were driving me crazy with this, hanging out with this chick here. Answer the phone. Nope. What? He can't. It's glitched. Okay, well, that's one way to go about it. No, you're not going to sleep. You're not anywhere near ready for that. Go ahead and relax and just get out of my hair for a second. I mean, does it show that I really don't want to take the time to find anyone else for him? I mean, technically, I think they're a really good fit. They have 3 bolts, and that is just amazing and about the best you can get. And what's funny is, like, you can't see their bolts as teenagers, so we got pretty lucky. Excuse me, do not mean to be yawning right now. So we're just going to let her do her thing, and then she can go to bed, and she can eat in the morning before she goes to class. Or she can eat before she goes to bed, I guess, all depending on how long this game takes. So we'll let her do that. I'll just have him take care of things, because why not? I really don't have anything else for him to do at this point. Is there another? See, that one's not... But I don't really want to go in and buy another phone. So, that's the thing. Now, I should get a message when this is done if she won or not. Well, he might as well eat before he goes to bed, just so that way he doesn't have to in the morning, hopefully. Okay. She's really into the game, so, I think, as you can see, there's actually a skiing game, like on her computer screen. Which could look way worse, considering when this was made, so... See, he's eating now, so... Then he can go to bed, and that should give him a decent amount of sleep. Let me see if I can get her done with this competition. Okay. I think once I leave it... Okay, we have somebody who's going to pass out. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so we're at almost 10, so... Okay, that was weird. It skipped like 2 minutes. I mean, so... The thing is, okay, The Sims 2 is a pretty old game, and, well, considering the leaps and bounds that have been made. And one of the things that happens is like I can't really get it to be read by my better graphics card. So it is on a graphics card that essentially, I can't tell which one's good. If she doesn't like win this, okay. Are you going to end at any point? I don't know how long this goes on. So, So yeah, just the quick note that because of that, I mean, the graphics card is still better than the one the Sims 2 had, don't get me wrong, but because of just changes and things like that, it probably does have a little bit of lag like it would have back in the day. And I have pretty much everything on high, if I'm not mistaken. Is she ever going to finish with this competition? I'm going to give her till 2. Because now there's no chance for her to eat until she wakes up in the morning. Well, I mean, she could fix something for herself, I guess. Okay. She didn't win, apparently. Nope, it says nothing about what happened. So she's going to go on to bed, and I guess we will end this here. And, so I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. Remember, since this is generational, we are always looking for the next generation's naming theme. But remember, it is going to be alphabetical, so this generation will be C's. So keep that in mind. And if you have any suggestions about Patreon, about being sponsors here on YouTube, please put those in the comments. If you have any questions about that, put those in the comments, and I will attempt to do the research necessary to tell you about that. So 20. So they're going to have it pretty late in the day, actually. So anyways, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.